Jockey. Noun, one who rides racehorses competitively. Verb, to ride a horse in a race. Investor. Noun, a person who invests money in order to make a profit. Asynchronous. Adjective, not synchronous, occurring at different times. Cubes. Noun, a regular polyhedron having 6 identical square faces. Verb, to raise to the third power. To determine the result of multiplying by itself twice. Noun, a cubicle, especially one of those found in offices. Enemy. Noun, someone who is hostile to, feels hatred towards, opposes the interests of, or intends injury to someone else. Verb, to make an enemy of. Adjective, of, relating to, or belonging to an enemy. Headhunter. Noun, a savage who cuts off the heads of his enemies, and preserves them as trophies. Deduce. Verb, to reach a conclusion by applying rules of logic to given premises. Empower. Verb, to give permission, power, or the legal right to do something. Dependencies. Noun, a state of dependence, a refusal to exercise initiative. Ear. Noun, the organ of hearing, consisting of the pinna, auditory canal, eardrum, malleus, incus, stapes and cochlea. Verb, to take in with the ears. To hear. Monitoring. Verb, to watch over, to guard. Noun, the carrying out of surveillance on, or continuous or regular observation of, an environment or people in order to detect signals, movements or changes of state or quality. Mutable. Noun, something mutable, a variable or value that can change. Adjective, changeable, dynamic, evolutive, inclined to change, evolve, mutate. Date. Noun, the fruit of the date palm. Phoenix dactylifera, somewhat in the shape of an olive, containing a soft, sweet pulp and enclosing a hard kernel. Murder. Noun, the crime of deliberately killing another person without justification. Verb, to deliberately kill a person or persons without justification, especially with malice aforethought. Excess. Noun, the state of surpassing or going beyond limits. The being of a measure beyond sufficiency, necessity, or duty, that which exceeds what is usual or proper. Verb, to declare an employee surplus to requirements, such that he or she might not be given work. Adjective, more than is normal, necessary or specified. Contents. Verb, to give contentment or satisfaction. To satisfy, to make happy. Noun, that which is contained. Noun, usually in the plural, that which is contained. Contest. Noun, controversy, debate. Verb, to contend. Community. Noun, a group sharing a common understanding, and often the same language, law, manners, and or tradition. Extended. Verb, to increase in extent. Adjective, longer in length or extension, elongated. Goldsmith. Noun, a person who makes, repairs or sells things out of gold, especially jewelry. Augmented. Verb, to increase, to make larger or supplement. Adjective, increased in number, amount or strength. Evaluate. Verb, to draw conclusions from examining, to assess. Colonial. Noun, a person from a country that is or was controlled by another. Adjective, of or pertaining to a colony. Bookstore. Noun, a store where books are bought and sold. Holy. Noun, a thing that is extremely holy, used almost exclusively in Holy of Holies. Adjective, dedicated to a religious purpose or a god. Agenda. Noun, a temporally organized plan for matters to be attended to. Noun, a task which ought to be done. Effects. Noun, the result or outcome of a cause. Verb, to make or bring about, to implement. Door. Noun, a portal of entry into a building, room, or vehicle. consisting of a rigid plane movable on a hinge. Doors are frequently made of wood or metal, may have a handle to help open and close, a latch to hold the door closed, and a lock that ensures the door cannot be opened without the key. Verb. To cause a collision by opening the door of a vehicle in front of an oncoming cyclist or pedestrian. Fry. Noun. Usually in the plural. Fries. A fried strip of potato. Verb. A method of cooking food. Completion. Noun. The act or state of being or making something complete. Conclusion, accomplishment. Expected. Verb. To predict or believe that something will happen. Adjective. Anticipated. Thought to be about to arrive or occur. First. Noun. The person or thing in the first position. Adjective. Preceding all others of a series or kind. The ordinal of one. Earliest. Adverb. Before anything else. Firstly. Addressed. Verb. To prepare oneself. Adjective. Of a piece of mail or other communication. Listed with sufficient routing information to reach a destination. Acquisition. Noun. The act or process of acquiring. Fare. Noun. A going. Journey. Travel. Voyage. Course. Passage. Includes. Noun. A piece of source code or other content that is dynamically retrieved for inclusion in another item. Verb. To bring into a group, class, set, or total as a new part or member. Kindergarten. Noun. An educational institution for young children, usually between ages 4 and 6. Nursery school. Brush. Noun. An implement consisting of multiple more or less flexible bristles or other filaments attached to a handle, used for any of various purposes including cleaning, painting, and arranging hair. Verb. To clean with a brush. Invoice. Noun. A bill. A commercial document issued by a seller to a buyer indicating the product's quantities and agreed prices for products or services that the seller has already provided the buyer with. An invoice indicates that, unless paid in advance, payment is due by the buyer to the seller, according to the agreed terms. Verb. To bill. To issue an invoice to. Laugh. Noun. An expression of mirth particular to the human species. The sound heard in laughing. Laughter. Verb. To show mirth, satisfaction, or derision, by peculiar movement of the muscles of the face, particularly of the mouth, causing a lighting up of the face and eyes, and usually accompanied by the emission of explosive or chuckling sounds from the chest and throat. To indulge in laughter. Bath. Noun. A tub or pool which is used for bathing. Bathtub. Verb. To wash a person or animal in a bath. Noun. A room containing a shower and or bathtub. And, typically but not necessarily, a toilet. Attach. Verb. To fasten, to join to, literally and figuratively. Cookie. Noun. A small, flat, baked good which is either crisp or soft but firm. Verb. To send a cookie to a user, computer, etc. Dietary. Noun. A regulated diet. Adjective. Of, or relating to diet. Children. Noun. A person who has not yet reached adulthood. Whether natural, puberty, cultural, initiation, or legal. Majority. Noun. A child of noble birth. Copying. Verb. To produce an object identical to a given object. Noun. An instance of the making of a copy. Begun. Verb. To start, to initiate or take the first step into something. Fed. Noun. A federal government officer or official, especially FBI, CIA, NSA, ATF, and DIA agents. Dramatically. Adverb. In a dramatic manner. Elusive. Adjective. Evading capture, comprehension or remembrance. Jeweler. Noun. A person whose job is making, repairing or selling jewelry. Gifted. Verb. To give as a gift or donation. Adjective. Endowed with special, in particular intellectual, abilities. Exercising. Verb. To exert for the sake of training or improvement. To practice in order to develop. Noun. The act by which something is exercised. Marmalade. Noun. Citrus fruit variant of jam but distinguished by being made slightly bitter by the addition of the peel and by partial caramelization during manufacture. Most commonly made with Seville oranges. And usually qualified by the name of the fruit when made with other types of fruit. Verb. To spread marmalade on. Found. Verb. To encounter or discover by accident. To happen upon. Noun. Food and lodging. Board. Brought. Verb. D-transitive. To transport towards somebody, somewhere. Disclaimer. Noun. One who disclaims, disowns, or renounces. Does. Verb. Auxiliary. A syntactic marker. Marmalade. Noun. Citrus fruit variant of jam but distinguished by being made slightly bitter by the addition of the peel and by partial caramelization during manufacture. Most commonly made with Seville oranges. And usually qualified by the name of the fruit when made with other types of fruit. Verb. To spread marmalade on. Assist. Noun. A helpful action or an act of giving. Verb. To help. Had. Verb. To possess, own. Cars. Noun. A wheeled vehicle that moves independently. With at least 3 wheels. Powered mechanically. Steered by a driver and mostly for personal transportation. Noun. A turn. Noun. The first part of a cons in Lisp. The first element of a list. Durability. Noun. Permanence by virtue of the power to resist stress or force. Beach. Noun. The shore of a body of water. Especially when sandy or pebbly. Verb. To run aground on a beach. Noun. A gravel-filled zone on a racetrack. Used as a hazard, exclusionary region, and safety device to slow down and trap vehicles. Logger. Noun. A worker whose occupation is to harvest trees. Accompany. Verb. To go with or attend as a companion or associate. To keep company with. To go along with. Commercial. Noun. An advertisement in a common media format. Usually radio or television. Adjective. Of or pertaining to commerce. Comedian. Noun. An entertainer who performs in a humorous manner, especially by telling jokes. Multiplexed. Verb. To interleave several activities. Memory. Noun. The ability of the brain to record information or impressions with the facility of recalling them later at will. Bored. Verb. To inspire boredom in somebody. Adjective. Suffering from boredom. Mildly annoyed and restless through having nothing to do. Infer. Verb. To introduce something as a reasoned conclusion. To conclude by reasoning or deduction. As from premises or evidence. Everyday. Noun. Rare. The ordinary or routine day or occasion. Adjective. Appropriate for ordinary use, rather than for special occasions. Bike. Noun. A vehicle that has 2 wheels. One behind the other. A steering handle. And a saddle seat or seats and is usually propelled by the action of a rider's feet upon pedals. Verb. To ride a bike. Noun. A motorcycle. Noun. A local woman who is sexually promiscuous. Considered. Verb. To think about seriously. Adjective. Having been carefully thought out. Context. Noun. The surroundings, circumstances, environment, background or settings that determine, specify, or clarify the meaning of an event or other occurrence. Verb. To knit or bind together. To unite closely. Adjective. Knit or woven together. Close. Firm. Interest. Noun. The price paid for obtaining, or price received for providing, money or goods in a credit transaction. Calculated as a fraction of the amount or value of what was borrowed. Verb. to engage the attention of, to awaken interest in, to excite emotion or passion in behalf of a person or thing. Luggage. Noun, the bags and other containers that hold a traveler's belongings. Impossible. Noun, an impossibility. Adjective, not possible, not able to be done or happen. Hits. Noun, a blow, a punch, a striking against, the collision of one body against another, the stroke that touches anything. Verb. Heading, physical, to strike. Attorney. Noun, a lawyer, one who advises or represents others in legal matters as a profession. Verb. To work as a legal attorney. Bus. Noun, a motor vehicle for transporting large numbers of people along roads. Verb. To transport via a motor bus. Malls. Noun, a pedestrianized street, especially a shopping precinct. Generalized. Verb. To speak in generalities, or in vague terms. Adjective. Made more general, less specialized. Desserts. Noun, a sweet confection served as the last course of a meal. Heel. Noun, the rear part of the foot, where it joins the leg. Verb. To follow at somebody's heels. To chase closely. Locked. Verb. To become fastened in place. Adjective. Having undergone locking. Secured by a lock. Clip. Noun, something which clips or grasps. A device for attaching one object to another. Verb. To grip tightly. Honeymoon. Noun, the period of time immediately following a marriage. Verb. To have a honeymoon. A trip taken by a couple after wedding. Gas. Noun, matter in a state intermediate between liquid and plasma that can be contained only if it is fully surrounded by a solid, or in a bubble of liquid, or held together by gravitational pull. It can condense into a liquid, or can, rarely, become a solid directly. Verb. To kill with poisonous gas. Formatted. Verb. To create or edit the layout of a document. Adjective. That has been given a definite format. Blue. Noun, the color of the clear sky or the deep sea, between green and violet in the visible spectrum, and one of the primary additive colors for transmitted light, the color obtained by subtracting red and green from white light using magenta and cyan filters, or any color resembling this. Verb. To make or become blue. Adjective. Of the color blue. Actionable. Adjective. That can be acted on, that can be used as the basis for taking action. Angrily. Adverb. In an angry manner, under the influence of anger. Grooming. Verb. To attend to one's appearance and clothing. Noun. Care for one's personal appearance, hygiene, and clothing. Breakfast. Noun. The first meal of the day, usually eaten in the morning. Verb. To eat the morning meal. Loosen. Verb. To make loose. Executive. Noun. A chief officer or administrator, especially one who can make significant decisions on their own authority. Adjective. Designed or fitted for execution, or carrying into effect. Item. Noun. A distinct physical object. Verb. To make a note of. Adverb. Likewise. 15. Numeral. The cardinal number occurring after 14, 14, and before 16, 16. Dependencies. Noun. A state of dependence, a refusal to exercise initiative. Bit. Noun. A piece of metal placed in a horse's mouth and connected to the reins to direct the animal. Verb. To put a bridle upon. To put the bit in the mouth of a horse. Nest. Noun. A structure built by a bird as a place to incubate eggs and rear young. Verb. Of animals. To build or settle into a nest. Chip. Noun. A small piece broken from a larger piece of solid material. Breakup. Noun. The act of breaking up, disintegration or division. Insects. Noun. An arthropod in the class Insecta, characterized by 6 legs, up to 4 wings, and a chitinous exoskeleton. Bomb. Noun. An explosive device used or intended as a weapon. Verb. To attack using one or more bombs. To bombard. Adjective. Great. Awesome. Just. Adjective. Factually right. Correct. Factual. Adverb. Only. Simply. Merely. Interjection. Expressing dismay or discontent. Cooperation. Noun. Usually uncountable. The act of cooperating. Fix. Noun. A repair or corrective action. Verb. To pierce. Now generally replaced by transfix. Exceptions. Noun. The act of accepting or excluding. Exclusion. Restriction by taking out something which would otherwise be included. As in a class. Statement. Rule. Baked. Verb. With person as subject. To cook. Something. In an oven. Adjective. That has been cooked by baking. Guidance. Noun. The act or process of guiding. Experienced. Verb. To observe certain events. Undergo a certain feeling or process. Or perform certain actions that may alter one or contribute to one's knowledge. Opinions. Or skills. Adjective. Having experience and skill in a subject. Activities. Noun. The state or quality of being active. Activeness. Drugs. Noun. A substance used to treat an illness. Relieve a symptom. Or modify a chemical process in the body for a specific purpose. Verb. To administer intoxicating drugs to. Generally without the recipient's knowledge or consent. Noun. A drudge. Holding. Verb. To grasp or grip. Noun. Something that one owns, especially stocks and bonds. Clearly. Adverb. Manner. In a clear manner. Freelancer. Noun. One who freelances. Journal. Noun. A diary or daily record of a person. Organization. Vessel, etc. Daybook. Verb. To archive or record something. Adjective. Daily. Heroes. Noun. Somebody who possesses great bravery and carries out extraordinary or noble deeds. Binoculars. Noun. A handheld device consisting of a series of lenses and prisms. Used to magnify objects so that they can be better seen from a distance. And looked at through both eyes. Cards. Noun. A playing card. Verb. To check IDs. Especially against a minimum age requirement. Noun. Material with embedded short wire bristles. Verb. Answers. Noun. A response or reply. Something said or done in reaction to a statement or question. Verb. To make a reply or response to. Court. Noun. An enclosed space. A courtyard. An uncovered area shut in by the walls of a building. Or by different buildings. Also. A space opening from a street and nearly surrounded by houses. A blind alley. Verb. To seek to achieve or win. Bothered. Verb. To annoy, to disturb, to irritate. Adjective. Cause to show discomposure. Appendices. Noun. Something attached to something else. An attachment or accompaniment. Mix. Verb. To stir together. Collector. Noun. A person who or thing that collects, or which creates or manages a collection. Aside. Noun. An incidental remark made quietly so as to be heard by the person to whom it is said and not by any others in the vicinity. Adverb. To or on one side so as to be out of the way. Betray. Verb. To deliver into the hands of an enemy by treachery or fraud. In violation of trust. To give up treacherously or faithlessly. Analogy. Noun. A relationship of resemblance or equivalence between two situations, people, or objects, especially when used as a basis for explanation or extrapolation. Caretaker. Noun. Someone who takes care of a place or thing. Someone looking after a place. Or responsible for keeping it in good repair. Adjective. Temporary. On a short-term basis. Explorer. Noun, one who explores something. Nice. Noun, niceness. Adjective, pleasant, satisfactory. Adverb, nicely. Interjection, used to signify a job well done. Demonstrations. Noun, the act of demonstrating, showing or explaining something. Contest. Noun, controversy, debate. Verb, to contend. Evolve. Verb, to move in regular procession through a system. Lanes. Noun, used in street names, a road, street, or similar thoroughfare. Cries. Noun, a shedding of tears, the act of crying. Verb, to shed tears, to weep. Conversions. Noun, the act of converting something or someone. Method. Noun, a process by which a task is completed. A way of doing something. Followed by the adposition of to or for before the purpose of the process. Verb, to apply a method. Lungs. Noun, a biological organ of vertebrates that controls breathing and oxygenates the blood. Contains. Verb, to hold inside. Displayed. Verb, to show conspicuously. To exhibit. To demonstrate. To manifest. Adjective, spread out. Unfurled. Burn. Noun, a physical injury caused by heat, cold, electricity, radiation or caustic chemicals. Verb, to cause to be consumed by fire. Image. Noun, an optical or other representation of a real object. A graphic. A picture. Verb, to represent by an image or symbol. To portray. Nightmare. Noun, a demon or monster, thought to plague people while they slept and cause a feeling of suffocation and terror during sleep. Folks. Noun, a grouping of smaller peoples or tribes as a nation. Noun, the members of one's immediate family, especially one's parents. Banker. Noun, one who conducts the business of banking. One who, individually, or as a member of a company, keeps an establishment for the deposit or loan of money, or for traffic in money, bills of exchange, etc. Archaeologist. Noun, someone who studies or practices archaeology. Nephew. Noun, a son of one's sibling, brother-in-law, or sister-in-law, either a son of one's brother, fraternal nephew, or a son of one's sister, sororal nephew. Gas. Noun, matter in a state intermediate between liquid and plasma that can be contained only if it is fully surrounded by a solid, or in a bubble of liquid, or held together by gravitational pull. It can condense into a liquid, or can, rarely, become a solid directly. Verb, to kill with poisonous gas. Algorithms. Noun, a collection of ordered steps that solve a mathematical problem. A precise step-by-step plan for a computational procedure that possibly begins with an input value and yields an output value in a finite number of steps. Bicycle. Noun, a vehicle that has two wheels, one behind the other, a steering handle, and a saddle seat or seats, and is usually propelled by the action of a rider's feet upon pedals. Verb, to travel or exercise using a bicycle. Advertiser. Noun, one who advertises. Lobbyist. Noun, a person who is paid to lobby politicians and encourage them to vote a certain way or otherwise use their office to effect a desired result. Infrastructure. Noun, systems theory, an underlying base or foundation especially for an organization or system. Bit. Noun, a piece of metal placed in a horse's mouth and connected to the reins to direct the animal. Verb, to put a bridle upon. To put the bit in the mouth of a horse. Discovery. Noun, something discovered. Nap. Noun, a short period of sleep, especially one during the day. Verb, to have a nap. To sleep for a short period of time, especially during the day. Determined. Verb, to set the boundaries or limits of. Adjective, decided. Resolute, possessing much determination. Behavior. Noun, human conduct relative to social norms. Atmosphere. Noun, the gases surrounding the Earth or any astronomical body. Auditor. Noun, one who audits bookkeeping accounts. Ding. Noun, very minor damage, a small dent or chip. Verb, to hit or strike. Decorate. Verb, to furnish with decorations. Instantly. Adverb, at once, without delay. Decorator. Noun, someone who decorates. Lyricist. Noun, a person who writes the lyrics of a song. Intensive. Noun, form of a word with a stronger or more forceful sense than the root on which the intensive is built. Adjective. Thorough. To a great degree. With intensity. Concerts. Verb, to plan together, to settle or adjust by conference, agreement, or consultation. Locked. Verb, to become fastened in place. Adjective, having undergone locking, secured by a lock. Encryption. Noun, the process of obscuring information to make it unreadable without special knowledge. Key files, or passwords. Eco. Adjective, environmentally friendly or sensitive. Blowing. Verb, to produce an air current. Verb, to blossom. To cause to bloom or blossom. Binder. Noun, someone who binds. Introduced. Verb, of people. To cause. Someone. To be acquainted. With someone else. Adjective, not native to a location. Brought from another place. Count on. Verb, to rely on, trust, or expect. Kind. Noun, a type, race or category. A group of entities that have common characteristics such that they may be grouped together. Habits. Noun, an action performed on a regular basis. Verb, to clothe. Leaves. Noun, the usually green and flat organ that represents the most prominent feature of most vegetative plants. Verb, to have a consequence or remnant. Noun, the action of the batsman not attempting to play at the ball. Noun, permission to be absent, time away from one's work. Verb, to give leave to, allow, permit, let, grant. Verb, to produce leaves or foliage. Verb, to raise, to levy. Marathon. Noun, a 42.195 kilometers, 26-mile 385-yard, road race. Verb, to run a marathon. Age. Noun, the whole duration of a being. Whether animal, plant, or other kind. Being alive. Verb, to cause to grow old. To impart the characteristics of age to. Avoided. Verb, to try not to meet or communicate with a person, to shun. Merit. Noun, a claim to commendation or a reward. Verb, to deserve, to earn. Anchorman. Noun, the main host of a television or radio program, particularly one relating to the broadcast of news. Advice. Noun, an opinion offered in an effort to be helpful. Indicator. Noun, a pointer or index that indicates something. Departure. Noun, the act of departing or something that has departed. Joy. Noun, a feeling of extreme happiness or cheerfulness, especially related to the acquisition or expectation of something good. Fraud. Noun, the crime of stealing or otherwise illegally obtaining money by use of deception tactics. Verb, to defraud. Anchorman. Noun, the main host of a television or radio program, particularly one relating to the broadcast of news. Excessive. Adjective, exceeding the usual bounds of something. Extravagant, immoderate. Delegate. Noun, a person authorized to act as representative for another. A deputy. Verb, to authorize someone to be a delegate. Invalidated. Verb, to make invalid. Especially applied to contract law. Adjective, made invalid. Freedom. Noun, the state of being free, of not being imprisoned or enslaved. Effect. Noun, the result or outcome of a cause. Verb, to make or bring about, to implement. Module. Noun. A self-contained component of a system, often interchangeable, which has a well-defined interface to the other components. Celebrate. Verb. To extol or honor in a solemn manner.